Psychoactive air normally, and dust. Faction assimilated. The Zavali on Andromeda have been assimilated because I just completed this quest. Search curiosities until they feel content that the mysteries of the galaxy are not all harmful. So I'm not sure if that might be just a number thing. So that wasn't, yeah, me picking that out of those options probably wasn't significant, but that's great. We finally assimilated a minor race. It's been a long time coming. So I now own the Andromeda system. Let's take a look at it. So the Zavali happen to reside here, and if I click on that, it takes you here. So they get extra science when they're happy, extra approval normally. That's the ideology. So these would be, they're actually very similar to the Sophons, if not nearly identical. They're more industrialist than pacifist, arguably. Want to get science on industry. So they actually get a big bonus to science when they're happy and ecstatic. And there's a Zavali law unlocked, which I don't actually know what that is. There's only a couple that I know what the laws are that I've written down somewhere. I can't remember where it is actually. But I would like to know what all these laws are, because they could be very useful for some of them. So I might want a lot of Zavali on my worlds, but they don't actually specialize on any one planet type really. There's no specific like fertile or sterile there for the effects on planets. So yeah, I probably want to stick them on worlds like that where I don't have a bonus currently, but there is a gas giant populace over there, isn't there? Let's get the specialization up, the development. It's already got a cold thing on that snow world there. The Sophons would actually be very good here. Right, even better than these. So that's good, and I'll probably get that up then, and that up, is it? Okay, gonna need the gas giant tech now, really, actually. Okay, that's been blockaded, so I can't easily move the population off. Let's get that incubator over there. I'm approaching hitting this cap, so I'm gonna get more approval issues coming up probably. That can wait there for more probes. And I think that's it for the turn. Okay. Right, we got a new colony done this turn. Barney. Civilian ship was lost. The Reavers destroyed my food freighter. I don't actually have enough to do this at the moment. It's a bit of a pain. Let's put that in the list then. Need a gas giant done there as well later on. Let's do the automated movement. I need to get, yeah, another ship up there, don't I? So I'll probably make it on Zenith coming up, maybe. Let's get that up. Get whatever. Okay. I can do expedition here. Okay. We found hydromiel, and that gives me an opportunity to discuss that. Oh, it looks like we've got a quest as well. So, great. So the quest started, the cartographer's request. Search curiosity on a planet class 3 when you're ready to give up 10 titanium, blah blah blah. Yeah, I have all of those resources, not sure if I want to spend those, but we know where that's located, that special world. I've already colonized it. But we get 30 proto-orchid for doing it as well, so I'll probably do it. Okay. There it is. Okay, so new resource anyway, hydromiel. Let's come into our resources here. Has that cost gone up? Basically, I believe the second level of resources have actually changed since the early access as well. You can see them in here. If I click on hydromiel, this is a food one. This now gives a flat bonus to food, which it didn't used to. It used to give 10 food per populace point. In fact, all of these did. So I think what may have happened is they all now give a flat amount for most of these, the first 5 FIDSy ones anyway. Food industry, does science influence. So that's could change my decision making about what I picked for the second development, which I'm nearly ready to do actually. I think in a couple of turns I will be able to do it. And discuss more about that later on. That can hold there this turn. Rigel still building ships. Cancer got some industry up. Temperate and fertile. Oh, there's strategic there. Let's get that up. Okay. Kochab. Can get that one up as well, I believe. How's the approval? Good. I'm not sure what the static threshold is. It's probably 85 or 80 or something like that. Maybe 81. Right, let's close that. How are we looking on here? That's 98. That's fine. Okay. Ships, I got 3 there. Probably should wait for a tiny bit more before I go and deal with them. I think I can have 7 now in a fleet. Okay. How is my production doing? Because this worries me. My most is 192. It's still not great, to be honest. I think a lot of the FIDSy amounts have arguably been reduced from the last early access because of the changes to luxuries. Solar Quest started. Those darn kids. So we got a Sophon quest, mini one. I'll read this one. So one of the problems with having Sophons in your empire is that the little eggheads seem to have a particular genius for goofing off. Hardly a week goes by without news of neuro-hopped Sophon youngsters rampaging through town, or explosions of increasingly exotic colours and smells bombarding your residential areas. Either these guys need to get a job, or you need to find a way to put them in their place. So there's a science option. For the next 10 turns, build only science focus improvements. That's quite hard to do. But you get a build-in which should give you 50 science for doing it. Or there's a garrison option. Within 10 turns, garrison at least 2 military ships in each of Cancer and Rigel's Hannah's. And you get Webster, which if you read that down there should bring you memories of the 90s potentially, right, or early 2000s I should say. Right, basically that one sounds very hard to achieve, that one sounds a lot easier, and 20 approval is quite nice. I think I'll probably go for Webster. Right, so I need, what is it? Rigel and Cancer. Cancer's out of the way though, isn't it? So I'd have to get ships in there, in the Hannah too. I could make some ships down here. It's not an awful idea. Yeah, make a couple of detectors here. Yeah, so I think I can do that one. I mean, I've got how many systems now? 7. Building science on all of them for the next 10 turns. I don't even know if that's possible. So I've got to go for that one. Okay. Right. If I understood that quest correctly. So, right, what's going on here? Basically, I've reached the second ring, got a new skill point. I'm gonna take my first Senate skill. So with this one, I'll get extra influence, and I actually get extra 50 influence per empire on an empire per trading company. I have 1 at the moment, so that's 50 extra influence. It should be. But yeah, this is really rather nice. There's another Senate one there later on for extra manpower cap. And there should be one more down here somewhere. Here we go. So it's extra approval for counts, for Sophons. Okay. The United Empire one have one here, which is absolutely amazing. It gives crazy amounts of production, unless they've changed it recently. But I do like United Empire governors actually, which I'm hoping to get some later on. Anyway, let's apply the skills. Okay. And close that. More Sophons. Military price decrease for military ships. Now I think that changes the last marketplace, so the prices have come down a bit. So maybe I should have sold a bit more of my potatoes last turn, but yeah, it's fine. Let's do the... well, you know what? I'm getting that in a couple of turns. How long is that going to take? 2 turns. Then I'll make a couple of detector ships. That's within 10 turns. That should complete the quest for the Hannah. Hopefully. So, yeah. Cancer and Rigel. Rigel already has them in Hannah, so it should count next turn, shouldn't it? Let's move on our ships. That's waiting for probes. That can colonize a desert world, and we haven't seen the video for this yet. Okay, so where are we getting food from? Abella. I won't speed this up, it's just too expensive for this stage, and the freight is so good anyway. Actually, Andromeda's right next to it, so I use Andromeda here. Okay. Which... maybe I should do Abella after all, actually, but probably got that going to Neckar, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah, definitely need to deal with those and those pretty soon, but my ships are nearly done, actually. Okay. I think that's it for the turn. My influence has gone up a heck of a lot now, having gotten that Senate skills. You can see the Senate skills here as well, if you're wondering. So we can get 3 of these for each of these guys later on. This is a real advantage of democracies, because you can get more of those. Okay. May even want to take a look at my laws coming up. I might get something else. Eureka! High energy magnetics have been unlocked. This is the second part of a quest I took earlier on. Okay, that was a bit weird then. I'll come back to that shortly. So, high energy magnetics. There is a thing you can type in here. So it's that one. Right, so it's extra defenses, basically. Not something I'll probably need. Right, that reminds me of Star Wars, actually. Right, so new event, bumper crop. There's 2 choices. Resource generation for 10 turns. Right, so it's more of that. And luxuries, actually. Or celebrate minus 10% on system development, luxury cost. I think I'll just do that one. Right. I got Calderos recently, didn't I? I should probably find a fertile world for them somewhere. Oh, I've actually hit the pop cap. Oh, lava is now actually available to be colonized, and I can do that. Well, let's check this out first. Oh, that's, yeah, the first part clear. Let's get the research out the way. I can now do the second level of system development, and the spaceport gets an extra 1 slot. That wonder is available, which I may be able to do later. Let's come back into the tech tree there. Right, to be honest, I don't really know what I want next, but I'm gonna have to have a minute to think this through probably. So we got lava plants off that tech. Right, so definitely want that there coming up. What's the move? We've got an expedition to do. Let's do that. Hyperium loot. I just completed that quest, which I'd forgotten about, so that's yeah, used up some resources, got some proto orchids. It's gonna be interesting. I'm expecting this to be 100 dust flat bonus based on the hydromial. Let's find out, shall we? Easier said than done. Yeah, it's 100 dust, okay. So come out here. Population this turn. Right, lots of Sophons. Okay, what I'm going to do then is take a minute out, figure out what I'm going to be doing with my research for the next few turns. Okay, this is quite a tough choice, to be honest. I could really do with getting a gas giant pretty soon. I have worlds that need that because they're not growing. They're full up on population, like the Zavali world, and there's other places that need it as well. The Barney system's going to need it pretty soon. Going to take 4 turns for that though. I could also do with picking up this, for instance. I might start to get some approval issues because I'm getting more and more systems. I'm going to get quite a few more possibly coming up. There's even some approval over there which I could really do with. There's also the fact that I probably could do with unlocking this era, so I'm able to see where the rare luxuries happen to reside, so I can make an informed decision on my second development level. Not really sure I need to do that. I kind of know what I want to take, which I'll be talking about soon, but yeah, maybe I should come down there. There are some nice things over here. There's the use of wormholes. That will take 4 turns. There's also that one for fertile planets, normally thin as well. There's that, which is a very nice system improvement for science. That's not so useful. Population slot and sterile, nothing special. Don't think I need these colonization techs quite yet. I don't think there's many of those planets. So I'm gonna go for the wormhole one temporarily. Well, I'll pick it up I think, and then yeah, I might get that as well. Another one in there after that. Right, other than that, this turn I took a minute. When I took a minute out, I also did some other things. So that's the population situation. I've actually decided to stick some population in spaceports to move to places where they would better be suited. Right, so that's done. Production. That's how things look. On Rigel I have 5 ships now. That's probably enough to form a decent fleet and maybe take on the likes of those guys. So this positron ship I probably don't want to be using long term, but I might as well for the time being. So all of these fleets are well focused on energy. They all have shields in the main. So I might want to change my tactics because of that. So they're all long. Well, actually, yeah, those beam weapons I'm using are half decent as short actually. But that turtle option doesn't seem like a great option anymore to me. So let's stick on that over there, that over there. The key one, the middle one, really at the moment for well, to get the long range. So I also want another one that has long range really here. And that one is the only option really. So let's apply that. This costs influence to change, but it's actually really cheap. They should probably make that more expensive. Oh, and laws. Should I change one of these? I think we're still doing well on approval, aren't we? Oh, Barney's dropped down a bit, so I need to get working on that actually. Do I have that available now, so do. Okay, and we'll get that in soon. I don't think, or maybe not. Yeah, I don't think I should change my laws just because of that one crappy system, arguably, though. To get more approval, but you can make an argument for it, especially the dust one. So if I wanted to pass a law, what's available? That's approval when you acquire a new colony or outpost. At the moment I am colonizing a lot, so that would get me more approval. I haven't really used that before much, if at all, actually. Yeah, I think I'll keep the same at the moment. Tempted to put that back in at some stage though. Okay, so that's done. There's a couple of bits of movement. That's, oh, and I got that. Should I attack this fleet over there? 253, 712. Yeah, I should do, shouldn't I? Don't need to wait for those. Let's come over here then. So this is getting a bit of extra movement because the magnet ship in the fleet. Right, let's go to advanced. And I now actually have enough to have a second flotilla, because you need 5 or more command points and 2 or more ships. So these, what are they specializing in? Projectile side in the main. Well, shields won't help much against projectiles, but I think they do work a tiny bit. But this is incorrect as well. I didn't select that. I had this bug before in the early access. It looks like it still exists. I mean, am I going crazy, or did I not select that before? Okay, so there's experience on fleet there as well. As tempting to stick in there here, to be honest. Let's put that there. And yeah, oh, can't do that now because of space battle. Right, I'll have to remember to do it later. So I'm not going to be able to pick the one I wanted. I'm going to have to go for that one, I think, or that one. I'll go for that one. Let's watch this because it's 2 flotillas. I can talk about flotillas then. Let's stick that there. Stick that there. Now, basically this one should be able to shoot at that still, but it's going to be probably long range, even though, well, in the initial round, even though it's suggests it's medium there, because it's firing on a middle flotilla, it will be long. But if there was a flotilla there, it would be medium. But we'll see if I'm right or not by fighting. And I'll have to zoom out to get a bit better view on this. So the reason why I didn't stick everything down the middle flotilla as well is because if you use the flotillas, you actually gain a bonus. You get 10% extra damage on fleet and 5% extra action just by sticking one ship there, because I have a flotilla advantage. So you can see, yeah, one of my flotillas is over there, my main fleet, the middle bit is over here. So I think that's firing at medium. At long, I should say. Maybe it would have had one of these symbols over there if it was different. Okay, let's zoom in, shall we? Here. Let's click on that. Speed it up as well. They're actually targeting my magnet ship, and they're doing a pretty good job against it, which is not good. Yeah, they count as defensive ships. They get targeted for these. You can get modules though, which increase the likelihood or decrease the likelihood of certain ships being targeted. Right, so that's taken down. I'm gonna don't have any modules on these to scout those. I'm gonna bring these back over here. Well, we saw that fleet earlier on. This is. I'm gonna hold that there. Hopefully that moves up in that direction. I'll bring those ships over. Right, let's end the turn. I need to colonize that soon as well. I need to get an incubator. Wow, that ain't good. Where was this to? So I lost my colony because of Reavers over there. So I'm going to have to redo that. Population boost in the Sophons run out. Probably want the Zavalia out of these most of all now. But I don't have a resource for them yet. Won't do more Sophons. Right, yeah, we lost that. Just need to get 2 incubators out. Detector on Zenith is done. So let's try and get back to Harrow, I think, with this one. I'm sure I'll be able to. So with this fleet, I'm going to take out those probably first, and then we'll come up here with it. I'm guessing, if I need to. Right. That canned expedition. Okay. The fewer the proud. Battle tactic. Wow, that's really cool. The free battle tactic, and that reminds me I need to change this back again. Fewer the proud says all medium range, 30% damage bonus, 10-second duration when allied ship destroyed on ship.